What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and happy 2023 to everyone. So, this is my first video of the year, and in this video, I actually want to talk about something that's kind of close to my childhood, because today we are going to react to the Voltes 5 live action trailer. So, to those of you who don't know, just in case, Voltes 5 was a mecha anime back in the 1970s. So, it was one of the biggest mecha animes of the time, and in the Philippines, it became kind of a cultural icon in a way. So it was originally aired in the late 1970s in the Philippines, but had to be canceled due to some reasons. I won't get into that into this video. And then about 20 years later, it was returned and then had its full run, and actually even had a movie that came out, but it was actually just a compilation of the last few episodes of the show before they were shown on TV. I know because I was one of those kids who watched that movie. So now, many years later, more than 20 years, again, uh, we're finally getting a live action Voltes 5. And yes, it's made in the Philippines. I know. So, what's interesting about this is that Toei had an article written about the Voltes 5 live action, because uh, this is, one of those Netflix adaptations. Although it's not really on Netflix. So, it's going to be aired on a TV station called GMA7, which was the channel that broadcasted the 1999 run. So that was the one I grew up with. And yeah. So what I think of the trailer and think of the what I think of the show, how it's going to be in general. So first off, I do want to say the CGI, because yes, it's the only way to go, is actually amazing. So I'm impressed how much has changed with the CGI quality nowadays. Because, like, in the mid 2000s, when CGI and fantasy shows became really popular in the Philippines, of course, it was revolutionary at the time, but compared to nowadays, it's definitely, sloppy. And I guess it was probably one of those times that, well, I'm gonna have to mention here, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I hate myself for actually saying this, but back in 2007, we also tried to have our own tokusatsu in a way. So, to those of you who grew up watching this, there are any Filipino audiences here, I know there are. So, we had Zaido. Okay, so Zaido is basically a spin-off, quote unquote, because I'm using that term loosely. It's a spin-off to the Metal Hero series, most especially Shider. That's why the similarities in the name, because Shider was the most popular metal hero in the Philippines. We do have Gavan, but it didn't become as big as Shider, really. And yeah, even though we also had other metal heroes after Shider, it still was top tier tokusatsu in the early 90s, especially. So when a live action adaptation of Shider was made, just it was cursed, really. That's all I could say. But now with Voltes 5, so another Toei uh, property, the animation, the CGI, and like the animation of the robot alone is actually really, really promising. There is, however, a kind of issue that most Filipino fans of the series are very concerned about, and that is they're very much worried that there's gonna be a lot more emphasis on a romantic aspect of the show, which I think was really one of the stuff that ruined the Zaido series, really, because Voltes 5, while it does have some romantic plots, they were not the focus of the show. It was more family oriented, It's, well, you probably. I'm actually gonna use the dub names of the characters I know because ironically I don't remember the Japanese one. But the Armstrong family, that's what they were called in the Philippines, okay? To make them at least sound a bit more Western, because especially during the time when Voltus 5 was airing in the Philippines, we were pretty much Western in our tastes. So, anyways, so the Armstrong family, yes, the brothers are Steve, who is the main pilot, Big Bert and Little John. That's what they were called. So, in the live action version, the production team decided to keep those names. Well, because we're not Japanese, and that's not how we do things in our country. So we do keep that. So I do see that there's going to be like a love triangle with Steve, so the main character basically, and one of the pilots. So the only pilot or the only female pilot in the team, so Jamie. And there's going to be another girl involved. So yeah, in the Philippines they do kind of like that drama. So uh, those who grew up watching Voltes 5 especially are worried that they're gonna focus on that a lot, and rather than the Armstrong brothers looking for their father. So uh, yeah, uh, I'm not sure if that's gonna turn out really well considering how sappy love stories can be in the Philippines. Like basically cringe, yeah, to put it simply, to boil it down to what it really is, love stories in the Philippines end up really cringy. So, if you're Filipino watching this, you probably understand what I'm saying. But yeah, for those of you who are not Filipino watching this video, that's what it is, really. But again, I was really so focused on the aspect of the CGI. It was just really so impressive to watch. Like, if they at least keep the action to an acceptable level, like, if they are going to make a dramatic plot become the main focus of the story, but at least make the action sequences just as substantial is what I'm saying, because that was the charm of Voltes 5. It had a lot of action scenes, a lot of voting in and stuff like that. So while I am also very concerned about that, so-called emphasis on the romantic plots, especially with the main characters, I am also hoping that the potential uh, that the show promises isn't going to be wasted. At least not completely. There's gonna be some wasted potential, but I just hope it doesn't become just another, love drama, because that is what's gonna ruin the show, in my opinion, and probably a lot of fans as well who think that way. So I'm not sure when Voltus 5 live action is coming out, but maybe if I do believe that GMA 7 will post it on their YouTube channel. So if if and when it comes out, I would probably try to watch it just to see how everything goes. I'm not gonna bet on the acting, because it's definitely not gonna have the same impact as the anime. It's just uh, gonna be like watered down versions. But uh, while I'm keeping my expectations really low, to be honest, uh, I do see potential, at least, again, on the CGI aspect, because it just looks really cool. So, yeah, that's all I can say for now about Volta's 5 live action. So, if you are Filipino, comment down below, but please make it so in English, so that non-Filipino viewers of this channel may also understand. But yeah, if you are curious about Voltus 5, the live action, let me know down in the comments. So, anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.